With the 2026 World Cup fast approaching, a coalition of organizations is urging FIFA to deliver a tournament that respects the rights of players, fans, workers, and local communities alike. The mega sporting event, to be co-hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico, presents a unique opportunity to set a new standard to ensure that working people and communities benefit from the event. However, concerns are mounting over immigrant communities facing intensified targeting ahead of the tournament, with Jamal Watkins of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People sharing his perspective.
The first concern that we have is this notion of immigrant communities being targeted and demonized by the current political administration. You can literally turn on any news station here in the US and see that there is a hyper fear, if you will, in terms of ICE raids and folks being targeted by the current administration. And so, what does that look like when you have a sporting event where millions of guests from around the globe descend upon this country, the United States, with the backdrop of xenophobia and a negative targeting of immigrant communities?
Communications coordinator at the Sport and Rights Alliance, Rachel Cossey, has called on FIFA to take concrete action.
With the devolving situation of human rights in the United States, this has put those commitments and advances at risk. So we're calling on FIFA and the host committees to reaffirm their commitments to human rights and take concrete action to ensure that this tournament does not contribute to or exacerbate harm for the people and communities involved.
Echoing these calls, Jamil Dakwa of the American Civil Liberties Union highlighted problematic local enforcement agreements.
We're concerned about is some cities have reached agreements with the federal government called 287G program. These agreements have been essentially deputizing to the local state government, the federal authority to engage in local enforcement of immigration, particularly with relation to detention of people who would be detained. Those agreements have been harmful, have been abusive, have been well documented by our organizations as something that should not be arranged. So we are calling on host cities to refrain from these kinds of agreements.
Meanwhile, FIFA will present its newly established Peace Prize, awarded to individuals who have made extraordinary contributions to peace and unity, at the upcoming World Cup final draw event on Friday, hosted by FIFA President Gianni Infantino. However, some activists have criticized the prize amid widespread expectations that it may be awarded to US President Donald Trump. Bonolo Maribe, SABC News.